Hello and welcome back to our One Life Challenge in Bannerlord War Sales. And indeed, I have done a tournament. Yes, I did a tournament off screen, and we're going to probably be taking... I'm thinking probably... yeah, you know what? I'm thinking we're probably going to take loyalty and honor here. I know that may sound a bit weird, but I think this is going to be extremely powerful for us later on down the line. Yes, I know. 50% increased renown gain from battles is amazing, and that's definitely something that I really want. However, if you take a look at what we currently have, we're getting 4 renown, right? We're getting 4 renown every single day, and it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could literally just be standing there and I would still get 4 renown. Anyway, we're going to go in here. We're going to try to level up a little bit. I did get some heavy warlord pauldrons from the tournament as well. It was a relatively easy one, as you might expect, and didn't really have to struggle for it or anything. But yeah, anyway, we do have some new shoulder pads, so that's pretty cool. And hopefully we're going to be able to make the most of them as we go forward here and try to murder our opponents. I'm going to try and skirmish as much as possible here. I'm going to try to go by these fellows, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to stop around about here. Stop round about there, and maybe we'll just go to half speed, or shall we say half power, and then I'm just going to move back into position here and going to try to get around. All I'm trying to do is support our ally. That's it. I'm just trying to support our ally as much as possible, and that's it. Okay, so that's all we're going to do now. Let me see. Yeah, I'm probably going to get my hands on some thrown weapons. I think that is probably going to make a good deal of sense. So we will probably do that. I would love to be able to jump onto this ship, but I probably shouldn't, because that's probably going to result in my demise. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, nice. Oh, no, actually pretty good. Okay, not bad. Oh, hello. Okay, we're on a killing spree right here. Surprising. The enemy obviously is very defensive at times, and they can be extremely dangerous and very difficult to deal with. Like, for example, right now, if you have multiple enemies at once, it's highly likely that one of them will defend against you, and then your primary target obviously is just going to block, and then your other combatants that are currently engaged with you are going to do damage, and then you're going to die, and then it's going to be so sad. So that's the kind of thing that can happen. Hopefully we are not going to have that happen this time. We are suffering quite a few casualties, but I don't think we need to worry about that too much. As you can see, big damage coming in from me right there. And maybe... Oh! Headshot! Did you see that? The headshot from the javelin. Oh, wow. Alright, yeah, that's got to be a headache. That's got to be a headache for Mr. Byron. We haven't even seen Byron for a lot of time, have we? No, it's been a while since we've had a Byron. Anyway, there we go. Let's actually do a little bit of a leveling up here. There we are. Okay, fantastic. And let's just get that. Okay, so yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so yes, we're just going to be taking both of these. Fantastic. Then we can hopefully go back straight away. I think I'm going to go to Ostrakan. It's really close by. And I have to be a little bit careful. I don't really want to go into Nord territory searching for sea raiders, because you never know when a potential war declaration is going to come in. And obviously, especially considering Nords are exceptionally good at naval combat, and we really don't want to be in their territory when and if there is any kind of war declaration, because that is definitely going to... basically, it's going to kill us. That's just going to kill us instantaneously. So we're going to get another 9,000 from that, which is pretty good. Obviously, as I've said before, money is actually not even the biggest... Well, I mean, not anymore at least. It's not really the biggest hurdle right now. The biggest hurdle for us right now is to literally get as much renown as possible, as much medicine skill as possible, so that we can get a larger army. And then once we've got a large army, we can start taking on bigger vassals and then gaining even more significant power. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take a look and see if I can get some better, maybe a better helmet. I'm thinking a better helmet is going to be the way to go here. Unfortunately, this is 23,000, and it's pretty terrible. It's a pretty terrible helmet, so I'm not going to be buying that. I might want to buy a... yeah, no, these are just slightly better, not actually that good. Okay, so we're just going to do this, and then I am... actually, wait a minute. Let me take a quick look at this real fast. I don't really want to lose this. I don't really want to lose this, but I'm going to... Should I get the 10 renown? I don't really care. No, I'm going to persuade him to stay. I'm going to persuade him to stay for the moment. Let's just take a quick look at what this is. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do the tournament here this time around. This is not particularly worth it, in my opinion. Ooh, we do have a lot of Sea Raiders in and around this area. I wouldn't mind going and doing a battle with them. Yes, nice. I'm just going to... Oh. Okay. I actually misclicked there for some reason. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, we still got a decent-ish amount of medicine skill, even though it would have been nice to go into a battle with all of them, but there you go. All right, I guess that's just how it goes. Isn't that wonderful? All right, so we are actually going to be leveling up our leadership skill a little bit more. Have I leveled up yet? No. I'm almost leveled up. I don't want to speak to this person, actually, hilariously enough. Okay, so... yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to sell these. Do we want to get a companion? Not really, actually. Not really. I am kind of wanting to do companionless in this series, because generally companions, I don't really think we need them. I don't think we need them right now, which is kind of interesting considering we usually do. We usually do need them quite a bit. Whoa, I could sell the beer for 208. Okay, I will do that. I will literally sell all of it. Look at that, 6,200. That's actually kind of crazy. I was not expecting that in any way. I was just running around randomly, really, and purchasing some stuff whenever I felt like it. And there you go. We did gain a significant amount of money from that. Oh, that's not bad. But yeah, obviously, as I said, every single day we are literally just gaining so much in renown, so much in cash, and obviously, of course, because we do have a little bit of influence coming our way, the mercenary wages are obviously making a big difference. I'm looking for a helmet still. This is 70,000. This is 30,000. I don't really want to spend 30,000, if I'm honest, on a helmet. I could get this. That's 35. 35 protection for 13,000. I guess that's kind of okay. Is that kind of okay? We could also get this for 10,000, which is, wow, actually a huge amount better because it's a legendary. Okay, I'm going to buy this, and then we're going to sell this, and we look a little bit more like a Botanian now, so that's kind of nice. Let's get that. Let's get this helmet, shall we? Shall we get this helmet? I kind of feel like I shouldn't really. You know what? I'm going to do it. Okay, we're going to get these Scale Warlord braces as well, and we're going to get this helmet. We're going to get this one right here. There we go. Okay, he looks a little bit more like a Botanian now. Okay, so we are going to be spending 20,000 on this, but this is a very significant upgrade, which I do think is kind of worth it. So that means that if I can, you know, if I can prevent him from dying in battles, it's going to be a lot easier for us in general to be able to level up and do all that wonderful stuff. So that's the hope at the very least. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. A little bit more shield HP. I actually wouldn't mind getting a little bit more Mariner skill, but the question is, what kind of Mariner skill do we want? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we need 150 for that to really pay off, and that's not something I'm really willing to go for right now. So yeah, we're just going to have that. I think it's fine for us to have these two perks right here. I was mainly wanting to get this because increased melee weapon handling is pretty nice, and obviously if we do go for any merchant convoys, then that's also pretty fun. What we also need to do is I need to level up my leadership more, so I need to get one more focus point in that as soon as we level up. And who are we at war against right now? We're at war against... Oh, we are actually at war against the Nords. When did that happen? When did that happen? Was that always the case? Or did I just miss that? I think I must have missed that. Okay, that's quite funny. Anyway, let's make our way over there then, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't really need to worry too much about if I am making money every single time I'm moving around or anything like that, as long as I am... yeah, I need to go in here against these guys. The Argoron patrol is going to get them, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, well, never mind. It happens. All right, so what we could do, technically, is I think we'll probably just go here, call my fleet, and then we will have them take off from here. Now, we are going to go... Yeah, we're probably going to go here. I think this makes the most sense. Let's actually just see what's going on. Oh, wait, Sea Raiders? We got some Sea Raiders right here. Okay, I wouldn't mind fighting them if at all possible. I don't really want to run into a Nord vassal if I can help it, so... Oh, no. Really? The coastal patrol? Why? Why are they doing this to me? I don't know. I have no idea, but there you go. Okay, well, we did level up a little bit of medicine skill. I literally just auto-resolved because there is no point in me going in when there is another person in there. It's just going to be way too simple. And we did actually get some very nice ships from the auto-resolve, surprisingly enough. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we can literally go in here. Obviously, bosun skill, not really going to be that dramatically good for us. So I'm obviously not going to really focus on that too much, but still relatively nice nevertheless. And then we can actually make our way over here. I would like to get onto land, if at all possible, and go over into the territory of Taco Castle. I'm assuming there will be... Ooh, nice. I'm assuming there will be some vassals in and around the area as well, which would be fantastic. Let's see if we can get into a battle with this guy. Nice. Okay, we did actually get into a battle with him. We also leveled up. Let's get another point in leadership, like I said, and we are then going to go in here. Now, the reason why I want to get a point in leadership at this point is because of veterans respect. I'd like to try to get veterans respect as best as I can. I'm actually thinking right now, should I change my ship for the other one? There are more... yeah, I guess so. I guess we will do that because there are more troops on this one. So they're going to be gaining more of a benefit from me being on this than on the other one. So I guess we'll do that. I don't know whether that's actually that good, but I guess we'll try it out. Okay, so first of all, what we want to do is I'm going to go over to the left. And then I'm going to swing around to the right with the sails on, so that we can increase our speed. Do I care about speed, though? Not really, actually. I'm going to open the sails nevertheless, but yeah, I don't think we really care about speed that much, because we're just going to be skirmishing most of the time anyway. So, let's see what happens. Alright, so we have to furl the sails this time around, unfortunately, because the wind is not very favorable for us. And we are very far away. We are very, very far away from the opponent, which is very bad. So, I'm not sure how we're really going to do this. Yes, we might have to speed things up a little bit. There we go. All right, that's going to have to do. And we're going to have to hopefully do this. Didn't really want to get into a battle straight away. I mean, I didn't really want to get these guys right in our faces, but I guess it's actually not bad. Because the reason why is maybe we can do some pretty cool things here. Maybe we can... Wait a minute, why am I sinking? There we go. Okay, that's it. There we go. All right, now we can maybe do something here. I'd like to... Wow. Okay. Actually surprised. My medicine skill's leveling up nicely. Mariner skill leveling up as well. And as you can see... Oh, dear. Yeah, this might be a bit of a problem. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to actually tell my ship to... There we go. Helmsman's taking control of the ship. And hopefully we'll be able to get out of here sometime soon. Or... perhaps not. Apparently not. Apparently Helmsman's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I was kind of hoping that it would, but yeah, never mind. I guess we're absolutely fine anyway, as you can see right there. We did actually get a pretty decent amount of influence there. Oh, nice. Okay. Pretty good troops to actually rescue as well. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Okay, so let's get these. Wonderful. What else do we have available here? I actually wouldn't mind using this axe. Generally, I've used an axe multiple times in the past, and I don't know, for a primary weapon in a naval combat situation, I think it's really going to be very, very useful. So might as well try using it for the moment. Maybe it's going to be replaced sometime later. I will probably try to replace it with a berserker sword if I can. Obviously, berserker sword being one of the best one-handed weapons in the game now, which is actually kind of funny. But yeah, we will go in to manage the fleet. We'll sell the ship. There we go. Sell this. What other ships do they have available here? Nothing super amazing. Yeah, they just have light ships. Yeah, mostly light ships. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's go into the trade screen as well. We have 49,000 right now. Pretty nice. Okay, not too bad. This is slightly better than what we are using already, so might as well equip that. More harpoons? Do we want to use more harpoons? No, not really. Sell all of that. Oh, loads of... Oh, very, very nice. I need more horses in general, but obviously I thought to myself, okay, do I really want to slow myself down unnecessarily when I'm going for naval combat primarily? At this point, then no. So I'm going to just sell 2 of these, just because they're selling for a pretty decent amount. Sell the iron ore as well. We're going to get 11.5k. Not bad. Alright, so it looks as though we're actually going to be going in against Mr. Gafnir here. I did actually make a brief stopover in the nearby territories of Utherlame Castle because I wanted to get some more Botanian recruits, more Botanian volunteers, because I felt like we were a little bit on the low side, you know, a little bit on the low side, making sure that we're obviously... I want to make sure that we're obviously doing a little bit better, just purely because of the fact that we really do need to win these battles. We really do. I'm actually not entirely sure which place to really put my guy right now because, well, I'm not sure who's really going to be doing the most damage. What do we currently have on the field? I can't actually get the tab menu up, so I have no idea what kinds of quality of units we have here, but I do see a couple of Botanian Fians as well, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be the best course of action. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and let's actually just see what I have. I have 10 Botanian Fian champions already. Okay, that's pretty nice. We also have 14 Fians, 13 heroes. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, doing those random fights here and there actually does make a huge difference. So if you do see, you know, looters, sea raiders, mountain bandits, any kind of brigand, then just go into a battle against them. You know, you will get a lot of experience just by auto-resolving for your troops, and it can make a pretty significant difference of how fast you can get your army back up to scratch. Anyway, let's make our way over here. Gonna just see if the enemy is actually gonna move. No, they are not gonna move. Okay. Oh, what a classic. What a wonderful classic that is. I like it. Yes, it's great, isn't it? Yes, it's absolutely wonderful. It's probably one of the greatest things ever, because now we can just move our forces over here. Let's just do that. There we go. Yeah, my guys are probably just gonna enter into a state of ranged bliss in a moment. And all I'm going to do is we're just going to tell my people to go over there, tell these guys to go over here. I'm going to tell them to hold their fire, actually, because I'm going to tell the infantry to hold their fire, that is, because I don't want them using their thrown weapons just yet. And we're just going to put these guys a little bit in the front here. As you can see, our forces are actually firing upward right now, so putting our guys in the front is not going to make any difference to their accuracy, and hopefully we'll do a relatively good job here. These guys are going to eventually start coming down, so we're just going to wait here. Yeah, almost. Yep, here we go. Alright, okay. And now fire at will. Now fire at will for our infantry. They will start shooting their javelins, and that's hopefully going to result in some pretty nice kills. And we'll hopefully try to get some kills ourselves. Nice, okay. Good. And these guys actually have a significant amount of thrown weapons as well. No wonder these guys were actually really, really dangerous. You could tell that just by their combat strength. The combat strength was actually really quite high. But yeah, you could see here that they're just getting murdered. They're just getting absolutely murdered right here. And we don't really need to worry about too much. We are losing a couple of people, but that is to be expected, of course. As I said, generally... Wow, these Huskars are extremely difficult to kill. I mean, we should probably know that, considering, but do you see how much damage I'm doing to these guys? I'm doing literally nothing. It's quite impressive, to be honest. And look at the amount of influence and renown we're getting for this. Look at this, 34.6 influence. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Look at that. That's really, really nice. I'm actually going to let this guy go. Like I said, I just want to try to get as much charm skill and as much, well, skill as I can. And we are otherwise just going to be going for skirmisher, all of that stuff. Okay, I'm not going to take the looters. Thank you very much. And we are otherwise, not a terribly bad sword, but not better than what we have. Yeah, 65 cutting damage. 65 cutting damage is not that great. Okay, so we're just going to go for that. That's wonderful. And yeah, okay, so how are we doing right now? Okay, so we have this. I really ideally would like... Oh, very, very good. Okay, we actually leveled this up. Let's go and take pristine streets. I actually like that a great deal. So what we're going to do is, I think we're fine in regards to leadership now. I don't think I need another focus point in leadership. I will need more. I'm not sure if I really need scouting, but I will need another point in polearms. I will need another point in one-handed. I'll need something more in athletics as well. And we do need engineering. That's going to be something that will be very, very important for us. Or we can just get a companion to do it. The problem is I don't really want to get a companion, so maybe we're going to spec a little bit into that. Oh no! Oh no! We lost our convoy. Oh dear, he was in a battle right there. Oh no, that's terrible. Alright, so yeah, we lost our convoy, which is very sad, because that means, you know, basically I spent 30,000 on that. I'm not entirely sure if did he even make that money back? I don't think so somehow. Oh no, this guy is really hard. Hello. Bunch of horse raiders. Okay. Wait, I need to get to the forest. Need to get to the forest, please. If you just let me get to the forest, I'll be very, very pleased. There we go. Yes, absolutely perfect. Oh, we also leveled up our steward skill. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look. Double the morale bonus. I think I will double the morale bonus there. That is always nice in my opinion. And are we actually faster than them? Oh, we are faster than them in the forest because we're a Battanian. That is hilarious. Okay, I actually didn't even... I wasn't even taking that into account when I went in there. I was going in there purely for the battlefield advantage because... Well, here's the thing. Obviously, as you know, if they're in the forest, we're going to win. Oh yeah, we're going to win. Because we have the ranged troops. It's kind of unfortunate that we have such a flat battlefield. We could go over there. As we know, rocks are amazing. So I'm thinking we probably will. Let's do that. There is one here, but this is a lot smaller, and we don't really want to use that. So let's just go over here. Put my archers round about there. Put the infantry there. Yeah, something like this is probably going to work out quite nicely. What we're going to do is I'm actually just going to leave my forces on fire at will. So if anyone comes close, because there will be a lot of horse raiders. They have a lot of horse raiders. Actually, you know what? Let's tell them to hold fire. We cannot have them wasting arrows, or should we say wasting javelins on these enemies here. That's going to be absolutely terrible. Nice. Okay, okay. That was just a veteran outrider. It wasn't actually anything, you know, super special or anything like that. So... yeah, let's see what happens. Got another one of those over here. That guy's instantly sniped. Very nice. Let's get these guys to go a little bit closer to the archers. I want to make sure that they're going to protect them as best as they possibly can. Okay. Yeah, so we have 29 enemy horses of some kind. I don't know whether they're... yeah, they're javelins. They're javelin users. They're javelin users. Okay, that's actually good to know. My shield is actually extremely good, but for some reason, it's just gotten absolutely destroyed. I guess that just goes to show. Nords are very good at that. We know that. We know they are very good at that. So let's actually just wait here for a little bit of time. There we go. We're doing some damage. We are actually doing some damage, surprisingly enough. Okay, I'm just going to wait. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait. The enemy is going to come to us eventually. Look at that. They're actually coming to us right now. They're coming to us right now. Here we go. Here we go. Let's put them into fire at will. And let's get these guys to come back down over here. We want to move them back now. And it looks like it's absolutely even right now. This is going to be very, very interesting. I wonder whether I can get off my mount and actually get a shield. I can. It's a battered one, unfortunately, so this isn't really going to help us that much, but it will help us as much as a shield will help us, you know? So, I mean, it's okay. It's only got 160 HP, which is not really that much. I'm just trying to absorb as much of the arrows as possible, just so we can hopefully have a pretty easy time of charging at them when that's necessary. If we're actually going to charge them. I don't know whether we're even going to do that. So, let's just let things play out a little bit. Yep, here they come, here they come. All right, here we go. Do we have arrows still? Yeah, we do. We do actually have arrows still. So let's move our forces back a little bit more. I think we can probably tell these guys to charge in. Yeah, this should be pretty good as long as I distract the archers a little bit just by running around over here. As you can see, they're just going to shoot us. Hopefully they're not going to destroy my shield too easily. It is very... Ooh, nice shot. That was actually a very, very nice shot right there. Okay, let's see what happens. I think we'll probably be okay. Yep. Absolutely fine. As you can see right there, extremely fine, surprisingly enough. And there you go. That was the victory for us right there. Oh yeah, that was absolutely perfect. This probably was one of the greatest battles that we could do, just purely because look at the influence, look at the renown gain. That's what we want. We want that every single day of the week. And we only ended up losing one Battanian Fian champion. We did lose a couple of the Skipari guys, but you know, they're pretty easy to level up, so we don't really need to worry about them too much. And there you go. We also got 10,000 gold as a result of that, as well as a bunch of leadership. And we're also, obviously, as you know, going to be letting her go and getting a little bit of charm skill in the process. Okay, so let's actually just do something around about here. We are going to be sorting them by tier and then just taking the highest tier prisoners. I don't have any towns nearby, so I'm not really going to be able to make any big moves towards the town really, really fast or anything like that. So unfortunately, we will have to leave some of it behind. A very nice lordly piece of chainmail there. Not going to be using it, but it's nice nevertheless. Is there anything else? Yes, there we go. All right, we're going to use that instead. I think that sounds pretty cool. Do we have anything else available here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Where did my thrown weapons go? Did I actually sell those? Was I using thrown weapons before? I thought I was. Okay, well, maybe I might have sold them, to be honest. I might have sold them. It very much depends on what I was thinking at the time. Anyway, there you go. We did manage to achieve victory. Now, I have to be a little bit careful here, because obviously we are in enemy territory, and there could be some enemies very close. I'm just going to play this very slowly for the moment. And we're going to try to get back to our ship. And then once we're back to our ship, look at how much money we're making, by the way. We're making literally 5,000 every single day now. And this is what's really cool about having the workshops, obviously, and having the trade skill, having the trade perk. It literally makes me feel a lot less like I'm wasting time. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, yes, actually, you know what? This is good, because we can just let our people do whatever they want to do. We can, we can let the enemy just, randomly go about wherever, and we don't have to worry about that because we are having a great time. Look at this. We're getting renown every single day. We're being able to sell this for 41,000, if you can believe it. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. 52,000, literally 52,000. And I can even sell horses here for 700 if I want to do that. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. Wow, that's really quite incredible. Okay, do I want to sell anything here? Well, yeah, we want to sell the hogs. We could sell the beer here for 70 as well. Really, really good trade opportunities here, but obviously, as I said, we're not really going to be doing that much trading. Okay, so shall we go in and actually see if we can buy a new ship, or shall we get another convoy? I don't know whether another convoy is that necessary. We could buy another ship. We could buy the Lodya here. which is a heavy vessel. It has a maximum capacity of 70, or we could wait and we could maybe buy something a little bit more impactful. Yeah, I think we're going to wait. There is the opportunity to get some very, very nice stuff. But as it stands, yeah, we're not really in that position. Let me actually just see for a real quick second. I actually wouldn't mind using some of these. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to choose what we want to trade. And let's see, Stygian Horse Raiders. I'm not entirely sure if I want to use those. I'm thinking we're probably not going to use those. We're just going to sell those. And then we'll sell these. The veteran longbowman, the veteran outrider, and then these guys as well. And then we're just going to keep the rest. And obviously loyalty and honor is going to come in mighty handy. You're going to see how extremely powerful prisoner conversion is actually going to be. Ooh, Argoron's over there. All right, so let's actually go over to Argoron, see if we can maybe purchase a ship that's really, really strong. If we can get just one ship instead of having two, then that would be quite nice. I wouldn't mind doing that. That would allow us to do a lot more, in my opinion. Oh, no, we're getting a little bit unlucky here. Yeah, pretty unlucky. Not going to be really gaining anything of note. So we'll have to move on. Did I level up? Yes, I did level up my leadership skill. So let's see what we have. We do technically have presence, which does provide us with no morale penalty for recruiting prisoners of our faction, even though probably not really going to be utilizing that much. Leader of the masses, that's probably going to be what I'll take, even though I do prefer presence nowadays. But I guess I will take this because that's going to get us a little bit more experience every single time we go into a battle and get some, good victories under our belt. And we could also go to Diathma. Let's go over to Diathma and actually see what's going on there. Okay, so can we buy a ship that's actually good? We're probably going to need 140,000 anyway, so it isn't really... Yeah, as you can see right there, we can get a Dromon or we can get a Dramachian. I could get a Dramachian for 90,000. I have enough to be able to do that. Or I could get the Dromon. The Dromon is the largest ship in the game, as far as I'm aware. So technically it is possible. Technically we could do it. It's 120,000 and I could just sell some of my ships, as you can see right here. I actually still have some of the long ships available, or should we say the light long ships. And I could actually sell everything I wanted to here. How much does this carry? The Dromon... Wait, where is the... Oh, there it is. There's the Dromon. It carries 40... 80? 120 total capacity. Sorry. Okay, so 120 total capacity. That's actually exactly... Well, that's kind of good. We could keep the cog, and we could sell the longship. I think we'll keep the cog and sell the longship. And then we will go for the Dromon. Obviously, we are going to be receiving 20,000, so we'll go for the Dromon here. Or we could go for the Dramachion with the increased upgrades. I mean, the upgrades are really, really nice, but I do like a Dromon. A Dromon is pretty fun. So I think we're going to buy that. And we're going to spend 100,000. That is fine, in my opinion. I don't think we have to really worry about too much. And are we going to be slowed now due to being undermanned or something like that? I actually don't know whether we will. Let's have a look. No, we're not undermanned or anything like that. Okay, that's actually fantastic then. Okay, so we can now get up to 144. Yes, we can now get up to 144 people. So that's pretty nice. I'm thinking what we'll do is I will swing around. Could go after those Sea Raiders. I'm not entirely sure if I really should. Actually, you know what? Going after some Sea Raiders and actually just auto-resolving against them would probably be the best course of action in this situation. I could also try to fight some Nords, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that either, because it's probably going to... it might lead into a bit of a chain situation. And I'm talking about if we go into a battle against one of them, it's more than likely there will be another vassal nearby, and then when we are in our disorganized state, they will try to take advantage of that. That's very, very likely for them to do that. Okay, we do have some Sea Raiders here, which I wouldn't mind going into a battle against. Let's see if we can catch him. Can we? Yep, we were able to. Nice. Okay, so now we can do some damage to these guys. I am going to go in here, I think... Yeah, kind of. To be fair, I don't feel like going in is the best course of action most of the time. I personally feel like the best course of action is to literally auto-resolve, because you're going to be getting a lot of extra, everything. You're going to get a lot of extra troop experience, a lot of extra medicine skill. And generally, I do think that that's probably more worth it than doing the other thing. But whatever. I guess it doesn't matter too much. We can try to ram with this if we want to, but I don't think that's really going to provide us with any real benefit, considering we have to travel. I mean, I could go all the way over to the left, and then we could travel into the right and try to slam into them from the side, but we don't have any... There's no distraction, right? We have no ally or anything like that that is actually going to help us do this. So it's very unlikely we're going to have any real benefit to it, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I guess that's just how it's going to be. I'm going to take everyone off the oars, and we're just going to let our wind do the work. And I'm just going to stand here. I'm just going to stand here. There's no real reason for us not to do anything else. I mean, really, I might as well just put away the sails, to be honest. And we're just going to wait until these guys get closer to us. I mean, my forces should technically have this in the absolute bag. I am still moving forward for some reason. Oh, it's because the other sail is on. That is making a big difference. That is actually... What? That is actually taking us really far. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. I need to press it twice? Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, my bad. Okay. That's hilarious. It's because we have two separate sails. For some reason. I don't know. Okay. That is a new thing for me. Because I've seemingly only had ships with one. I think we've only had ships with one sail most of the time. And if there were two sails, then I didn't even realize that they were independently controlled. So, very, very interesting. Anyway, we now have the enemy. See what we can do. And we're going to be completely fine. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice, nice, nice. This is a great vantage point, actually. When they go lower, we actually have some really, really nice potential shots to accomplish here. We might actually be able to eliminate these guys without them even getting close to us at this point, because we have so many thrown weapon users, so many arrows. I mean, literally, look at this. They're already basically dead. That is hilarious. I love that. That's also the reason why I kind of wanted to play with Britannia, because while I am not restricting us to any particular unit type, for example, I'm not only using Britannians, it's kind of fun to use them and to actually see how they perform in these kinds of naval battles, because we haven't really used ranged at all, really, in naval battles, really, that much. So, yeah, because I've generally only used Nords, obviously, and Nords are fantastic, as we know. Nords are just crazy, crazy good. Let's tell our forces to charge in here, because obviously our Britannian Fian champions, they're going to just chill at the back of the bus, and the rest of them will be charging forward. And let's see if we can do something here. I'm going to try and see if I can eliminate this guy, because otherwise he's just going to continue throwing his wonderful javelins. My one-handed... I need to put a point in one-handed, to be honest. That's, in my opinion, going to be... I need polearms too, though. That's the problem, you see. I need polearms. I need one-handed. I'm just starved for focus points at this point. So it's pretty funny. Anyway, there you go. There's another 11.5 influence. Not too bad. And we do have another 12 prisoners to take. As I said, I'm not really going to be combining those or converting those in any meaningful way. We are going to take these guys, though. That's going to be nice. We got some additional things. Oh, there's a harpoon. Okay, there we go. Finally. For some reason, I don't know what happened. I must have sold my harpoon or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll take this. And there we have it. Okay, not too bad, if I do say so myself. We can now go into Kerbanseth. I'm obviously going to try and recruit additional people. That's going to be exceedingly worth it. And we'll... oh, we made peace with the Nords. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. I'm not entirely sure why we did that, but okay, alright. I don't really mind too much. Sell all of this. Another 3,400 coming our way. I do have a lot of fish right now because of the Nords, because of the Sea Raiders, shall we say. I wouldn't mind actually going and seeing if there are some upgrades, but I highly doubt it. Upgrades are quite difficult to find for gold level, at least at Britannian places. Yeah, well, no, we might be able to get something here. Additional cargo on deck or crew melee damage. think crew melee damage. That's it. This is only a silver, you see. I don't really see the point in that. That's kind of the problem. I don't really see the point in doing anything like that, so I'm actually not going to do it right now. We are going to be selling a ship, obviously, because I do have another one. I do have a spare that we just captured, so I will sell that. But we need to find a much better place. I think Havalvik actually has... Oh. Never mind. The Vlandians have decided to declare war. When did they do that? Oh, just now. Okay, yeah, I don't even see these kinds of things now for some reason. Okay, so let's just go over here. We'll just try and see if I can... Not this, you idiot. There we go. Let's go in here. Try to get some of these. Oh, dear. All right, I'm running in there very, very fast. Caladog is running away from... Who? Who's this? Aldrich. Okay. Good luck. Good luck, Caladog. Good luck. He's not very pleased right now. Yes, he just got himself taken prisoner. If I had a thief, I would be able to go in and potentially save him. I might be able to do that. But yeah, anyway. We've gotten some pretty decent stuff right here. Nice amounts of progression in this episode. And I think that's probably going to be it for this one. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.